So something that I get asked very regularly by newer players of Pokemon whenever I stream on Pokemon Showdown, cough cough, check me out on Twitch, I stream almost every day Pokemon. Anyway, something that I get asked very regularly is that how do you build a new team? How do you make a good team? Because I want to get back into Pokemon, I want to play Pokemon, I want to play it competitively. How do you do it? Now, this is something that a lot of people struggle with, and personally, I struggled with it too whenever I started playing Pokemon. But here's a tip for you. Use type cores. Now, what are type cores? They're essentially usually three or two, sometimes four different types that match well with each other and will really help each other out. The most common of these are the fire, grass, water core. Now, this works really, really well because the typings match up well with each other, right? These are types that can deal very well with each other's weaknesses. For example, grass is weak to bug, fire, flying, ice, and poison. Fire can deal very well with bug and ice. Meanwhile, water can deal very well with fire and usually flying because usually they have something like, let's say, ice beam, right? So usually you should be very well with it. And then water is weak to electric and grass. Fire beats grass, and grass resists electric. Therefore, it works really, really well for water. For fire, it's weak to ground, rock, and water, which grass can deal very well with all of those types, right? Another very common core is the steel, fairy, and dragon core, where fairy is weak to poison and steel, where poison resists and is immune to all the typings of weaknesses. Dragon is weak to dragon, fairy, and ice, which fairy can deal very well with dragon, and steel can deal very well with all of those types. And then steel is weak to fighting in fire, which dragon resists fire, and fairy beats uh fighting. Therefore, it's a really nice idea to have as a core. And usually this is what you want to try out when you're starting out, because usually they can synergize very well with it. But also something very important is to make sure that your Pokemon synergize well with each other. So for example, what I use for my National Dex team is Scizor, Heatran, and Rotom Wash. Scizor is very, very weak to fire. It's its only weakness, right? Both Wash and Heatran deals with it very well, with Heatran having Flash Fire so it's immune, and Wash being resistant to it. These work really, really well because they synergize well. Heatran is weak to ground, which, hey, Wash is immune to. And hey, Wash is weak to grass. And its own weakness is grass. Therefore, both of these guys can resist both of their typings very, very well. So yeah, with that being said, I hope this helps you a bit at least. Like, hopefully, this is the whole point of making it to help you. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys can get really well with competitive Pokemon. I love just talking about competitive Pokemon. Hey, again, watch my Twitch. You can ask me any questions and I'll help you the best I can. Anyways, thank you all for stopping by and watching. This means a lot, and goodbye.